Have you ever wondered how astronauts use the toilet in space? This question might elicit chuckles, but it's a crucial aspect of life beyond Earth. Space hygiene, particularly toilet usage, is a subject that has intrigued many. It's not just about comfort and convenience, but also about safety and sanitation. Living in a zero-gravity environment presents unique challenges, and managing waste is one of them. So how do astronauts actually use the toilet in space? Let's delve into the fascinating world of space toilets. To understand the challenge, we first need to comprehend the role gravity plays in our daily toilet routine. Here on Earth, gravity is like an invisible force field that keeps us and everything around us grounded. It's the reason why when we drop something, it falls to the ground. The same principle applies to our bodies. When we eat or drink, gravity helps pull the food and liquid down through our digestive system and out of our bodies. But what happens when this force is taken out of the equation? That's where things get interesting. In space, there is no gravity to help transport waste out of the body. This means astronauts have to rely on other methods to ensure their bodies can eliminate waste efficiently and hygienically. Imagine trying to use the toilet in a place where everything, including your waste, floats. Not a pretty picture, right? This lack of gravity also means that waste doesn't naturally separate from the body. It can cling to an astronaut's skin, which can lead to potential hygiene problems. Because of this, NASA has had to come up with ingenious solutions to handle waste disposal in space. We're talking about specially designed toilets that use airflow instead of gravity to keep everything moving in the right direction. Without gravity, astronauts face a unique set of challenges for waste disposal. So, how have engineers solved the issue of zero-gravity waste disposal? They've designed a special toilet. Now let's dive into the nitty-gritty details of this fascinating contraption known as the space toilet. Imagine a toilet that looks like a regular seat but is strapped to the wall. The space toilet has been designed to be user-friendly yet technologically advanced. The toilet seat is smaller than what we're used to here on Earth, akin to a bicycle seat, to ensure a snug fit. This helps to aim better in zero-gravity conditions. The magic, however, lies within the toilet. The absence of gravity means that waste won't naturally fall into the toilet bowl as it does here on Earth. To overcome this, engineers have come up with an ingenious solution: suction. The toilet essentially works like a vacuum cleaner, utilizing airflow to suck the waste away. But wait, it doesn't end there. The waste isn't just sucked away into oblivion. It's stored safely inside the spacecraft in separate containers for liquid and solid waste. The liquid waste is treated and converted into drinking water, while the solid waste is compressed and stored until it can be sent back to Earth. The controls of the space toilet are quite sophisticated too. There are foot straps and thigh bars to hold the astronaut in place, and a variety of switches and controls for operating the toilet. Some of these controls are for turning on the vacuum, others for switching between the liquid and solid waste modes. And that's not all. The space toilet also comes with its own set of tools. There's a urine funnel, a toilet paper dispenser, and even a personal hygiene kit for the astronauts to use. All of this might sound a bit complicated, but astronauts undergo extensive training before they head off into space. They learn to use the space toilet with precision and confidence, ensuring that their space journey is as comfortable as possible. The space toilet is a testament to human ingenuity. It's a technological marvel that solves a critical problem. And it's just one of the many ways in which life in space is made possible. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. How do astronauts actually use this specially designed toilet? Well, it's not as simple as sitting down and flushing. First, the astronaut must strap themselves into the seat. That's right, the toilet seat has straps. Remember, without gravity, you could float away and, well, we don't want that. Once secured, they position themselves correctly. This is crucial for proper waste disposal and to avoid any accidents. To assist with this, some spacecraft toilets even have a camera to help astronauts align themselves just right. Now let's talk about the actual process. For liquid waste, astronauts use a specially designed funnel that is attached to a hose. This hose leads to a separate tank. The funnel uses a gentle suction system to draw the waste away, kind of like a vacuum cleaner, but for pee. This suction system is essential in a zero-gravity environment to direct the waste where it needs to go and keep it from floating around the cabin. For solid waste, the process is a bit different. Astronauts use a larger hole in the toilet seat that also employs a suction system. Again, this is to ensure the waste is immediately contained and doesn't escape into the cabin. The waste is then compacted and stored in a special container. But what happens to the waste after that? Solid waste is stored on board until the spacecraft returns to Earth. This might not sound particularly pleasant, but remember, Space is limited on a spacecraft, and every little bit of weight and space counts. The waste is stored in a way to minimize smell and is well contained. As for liquid waste, it's treated and filtered into potable water. Yes, you heard it right. Astronauts drink their purified urine. This might sound a little gross, but the filtration process is so thorough that the water is cleaner than what most of us drink on Earth. It's a perfect example of the closed-loop system in space where everything is recycled and nothing is wasted. Astronauts also need to take care of personal hygiene. They use specially designed wipes to clean themselves, and these wipes are also disposed of in the solid waste container. All these procedures aren't just about comfort, but also about safety. Without proper waste management, harmful bacteria could proliferate, and floating waste could damage equipment or even pose a health risk to the crew. So there you have it. Using the toilet in space is a complex process, from strapping in, positioning correctly, using the suction systems, and managing waste. It's a far cry from our earthly bathrooms, isn't it? But remember, despite the complexities, this process is vital for astronauts' health and the cleanliness of the spacecraft. It's a complex process, but vital for astronauts' health and the cleanliness of the spacecraft. You might be thinking, why does this all matter? Well, let's delve into it. When we consider voyages into the cosmos, the minutiae of daily life suddenly become significant challenges. And yes, that includes the humble act of using the toilet. Sanitation in space is not merely a matter of comfort or convenience. It's an issue of paramount importance for the health and well-being of astronauts. Without the pull of gravity, waste does not fall away as it does on Earth. If not properly managed, it can float around, leading to unsanitary conditions and potentially causing serious health risks due to the spread of bacteria and other pathogens. Now let's think bigger. As we set our sights on long-term space travel, perhaps even colonization of other planets, these seemingly small issues become towering hurdles. Imagine a journey to Mars, which could take up to 9 months, or living in a space habitat for years. How we manage waste in these circumstances isn't just a question of cleanliness, it's a question of survival. Long-term space travel will necessitate the development of even more sophisticated systems for waste management, recycling, and sanitation. It's a fascinating and vital piece of the puzzle as we strive to push the boundaries of human exploration. So, the humble toilet becomes a key player in our quest to explore the cosmos. So, there you have it. The mystery of the space toilet unveiled. A fascinating journey, isn't it? We've traveled beyond the confines of our own atmosphere to explore the mechanics of one of the most essential yet underappreciated aspects of space travel: hygiene. We've delved into the challenge of zero gravity, a condition that transforms even the simplest tasks into complicated endeavors. A world where liquids and solids float freely, and where regular toilets simply cannot function. A reality that astronauts face every day in space. We've also explored the ingenious design of the space toilet, a marvel of modern engineering. A contraption that uses suction to overcome gravity's absence, and a system that allows waste to be safely stored and treated, ensuring the spacecraft remains a clean and healthy environment. We then took a closer look at the process of using these space toilets. It's far from the straightforward act we're used to here on Earth, requiring training, precision, and a good sense of humor. And finally, we discussed why all of this matters. Beyond the novelty and the intrigue, it's a reminder of the lengths we go to ensure the well-being of our astronauts, the pioneers of the cosmos. It's a testament to human ingenuity and adaptability, even in the most challenging environments. Next time you use your own terrestrial toilet, spare a thought for the astronauts navigating their space toilets miles above Earth.